everyone. My name is Katy and welcome to the Greenland Quilter channel. I hope everybody's been having a great week. Here we are on Friday, June the 12th. Do you realize that in 3 days we will be halfway through the month of June? Anyone want to ask how that even happened? I don't know. What do you think about that, Chaunda?
June is flying by. Like, this is crazy.
I know. I mean, we're a few days away from summer solstice, you know, which is just like next weekend, and that's when we're going to be flying to Denmark.
Are you guys, you must be getting excited.
Oh, I am, and so is my nerves. My nerves are all up in arms right now, which I knew that was going to happen. It always does when it comes to traveling. So Chaunda and I are here, and we have a special thing that's going to happen in a little while. So if you don't want to miss out on a special guest, you better hang around here for a while, because I'm not going to tell you who it is, but you will want to stay for this. So make sure you hang out with us. All right, tonight we are going to be working on, or today, sorry, it's tonight my time already. But anyway, we're going to be working on Sewcialites 3, blocks 15 and 16. And Chaunda, I'm a bit muddled today. Am I doing 15 or am I doing 16?
I am doing 15. You are doing 16.
Did you see number 16's block? It is
Yeah.
awesome. That was going to be fun to do.
I have it all cut out. I have both blocks cut. I came prepared today.
See, I'm not prepared. I haven't had time to cut anything. So something I'll mention to you guys. If I act like I'm I don't even know what the word to call it. Like I suddenly just stopped doing anything and I'm just sitting here doing nothing. It's something going on with me. I think it's just because I'm still on antibiotics, and you know, I noticed that I keep forgetting what it is I'm supposed to be doing. So, anyway. All right. Mona says she's lurking and listening and gaming. Hi, Denise. Welcome, welcome. We got Lynn in here in the chat. And I hope to see some more people in here pretty soon. Y'all don't forget to hit that thumbs up button when you come walking in. I usually don't mention it. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. And Sherry says, congratulations on the new baby, Chaunda.
Thank you.
How's it feel to be a grandma?
You know, it's been good. It's fun. It's been good so far. You know, it's still really, really new. You know, he's not even been here for a week. So
were you able to be in the room while the baby was born?
Mm-hmm.
I bet that was an experience, and I bet it brought back memories of when you had one.
Well, I had 3 C-section babies.
Oh, got you.
So I've never had, to do the pushing out part.
Natural.
So it was interesting to be on the other side of it though. But she did really well. Like, she had been in labor for quite some time. Like, she started having like intermittent labor pains like on Saturday. So Saturday and Sunday she was having labor pains. And I took her to the doctor Monday morning for her scheduled appointment. And they were going to induce her Monday afternoon, but she was already in labor. And then the contractions got stronger. And we went to the hospital, and she had her baby at 1:48 a.m. Tuesday morning.
That's fantastic.
6 pounds, 11 ounces.
Oh, I can't wait to start seeing pictures and stuff. So I haven't cut anything, so I'm going to have to cut.
Yeah, I went ahead and cut because, like, I at least like to have my block cut out if I don't have the other one cut. But this time I was able to get both, so I was quite pleased with myself.
Yeah, I kind of I've been doing the lives and working on Katy's Creative Chaos, and then I've been sleeping as much as I can because I know probably at least 2 days before this trip, I probably won't hardly get any sleep because I can't sleep when I know I'm going to be traveling. I'll probably sleep a little bit, or Nikolai will either put me down one and say, "You're going to bed. You're not staying up all night long." He knows me so well. But so the numbers that you guys been seeing me post here and there in other people's channels, I'm surprised no one's picked up on what that means. But it is how many days until Nikolai comes home, and then plus 3 days. And the plus 3 days means before we go on our trip. All right, I need to move stuff out of the way so I can cut. And I need a bigger ruler. I need to cut background. Or maybe I'll take it into the big table. You know what? I'll be right back, Chaunda.
Okay. So for me, I am working on block 15. And step 1 is to make these flying geese. We are doing the one at a time flying geese, where we just cut a rectangle and 2 squares. So I've got to sew the first square onto the rectangle, then we'll press it open and trim it. And then I've got to sew the square on the opposite side, and then I'll have 4 flying geese. I'm sure they're going to look horrible because I am terrible at making them this way. So we're going to have to see. We're also making some half square triangles. So I've got 2 squares here, right sides together. I'm going to sew on either side of the line, and I'll have 2 matching HSTs. I am going to switch to my other, I'm going to put my other camera up.
So how's your week been?
I was at the hospital all week, basically.
Every day, huh? How long did she have to stay in the hospital?
She just came home yesterday.
Oh, what was there complications?
No, honestly, I think what happened was because they needed to do the circumcision and all that stuff.
Oh, so they kept her in so they wouldn't be like extra costs with that.
Well, so they were supposed to do it Wednesday, but when I went to see her on Wednesday, there were a lot of people having babies that day.
Oh
So I
gosh,
think they got a little backed out. They got a little backed up, and so they wanted to wait an additional day. And I was like, she really wanted to come home, and I was like, well, I get it. You want to come home, but honestly, stay there one more day. You know, it's gonna be fine. And honestly,
she'll be glad.
You'll have like support, you know, because it's a new baby. You're not used to them. And that way, I think, because the first night I stayed there with her, and that would have been Tuesday night. So then at least Wednesday and Thursday night, she kind of was with the baby by herself overnight to kind of see what it's like. So,
well, that was a good idea. My square is full of stuff. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to find something. There's that. 2 inch by 4 inch. See, this one's got flight. Whoa. This has got flying geese in it too.
oh, it does.
Yeah, it does. My favorite thing.
Oh, yeah, it does.
You notice I said that with sarcasm.
I see.
Like, no, it's not my favorite thing.
I probably could use, I think I have 2 by 4 inch geese paper.
Yeah, I'm looking for, I'm pretty sure I do too. I just need to find it.
Oh, yeah, it was in the Christmas box.
Should be down here somewhere. thought I had 2x4 anyway. It says 2x4 inch. I'm looking for them. That way I won't have to spend time trying to do this the hard way.
Oh, actually, no, for my block, I need the 1.5 by 3. I've got that one too.
776, 774, 797. So how's everybody doing today? Let us know what you're working on tonight. And if you had a good week, let us know in the chat. I'm sorry I'm being a little slow tonight. Yeah, we're just going to have to go with this because Katy is not herself today. I know, I said that in third person, but got to keep y'all on your toes. Oh, it was the Christmas box. Look.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. That's how I knew, because of the pattern on the front.
Yeah. That was why I couldn't remember ordering it, because I already had it from a Christmas box. Did you order the by any chance order the Liberty box?
No.
I did.
I don't get the Liberty box because I don't really like red, white, and blue fabric.
Yeah, I only like particular pieces of the red, white, and blue. I have a whole stack of them. I'm gonna give away as a giveaway. The ones with all the flags, and I have some where they had trucks on it. I'm not sure what the deal is with the trucks and 4th of July, but that's interesting. Someone will have to explain it to me because I don't get it. All right, let me backtrack the chat a little bit. Hey, Andrea, I know I'm supposed to be getting you something or measurements, updated measurements. I am going to do that Sunday because I have more time Sunday. I'm just between not today and between tomorrow, and I have that really long live, the triple play and everything. I've been trying to force myself to lay down and hopefully fall asleep, which I've been doing, which is a good thing. So that means things are improving. I'm still on antibiotics for at least let's see, today is Friday, so I think I'll be finished with my antibiotics Sunday. So
well, it seems like you're on track to be all 100% by the time you leave on your trip.
Yep. As long as I make sure I get some freaking sleep the rest of this week and catch up on stuff I'm behind on. Because I think Monday and Tuesday, y'all might not even see me because I will be dealing with getting this house ready for us to lock it down and all that kind of stuff. And I got to remember that when he gets home, we need to lock down the boiler room because normally we don't lock that door, because if anyone tries to open that door, my dog hears it. Because I hate unlocking the door just to go in there and check the boiler every week. All right, let me see what I can see in the chat, and then I'm going to go ahead and start cutting here in a minute. All right. Oh, before I forget, I want to mention, if there's any of you, because Chaunda's a new grandma, and her daughter this is her first baby and her first son. So it's pretty cool, Chaunda. You are first-time grandma. She's first-time mom, first grandson, and first grandbaby. That's pretty cool.
Yep. A lot of firsts.
Yeah, I think it's pretty freaking awesome. What I'm going to do is, if any of you would, and we're not asking for money or anything like that, but if any of you would be interested in gifting her a gift card to help her out because she is a new mom, I am going to post her name along with Chaunda's email, because that's what you'll need for doing it. She just use Amazon. Give her because that's where her baby list is at, but there is some overlap in the baby list. So we thought maybe it'd be just easier for you to give a gift card. That way she could use the gift card to buy what she hasn't gotten yet, or she might need, because right now, didn't you say she's got plenty of wipes and diapers for how long? Maybe a couple months
Well,
or
she
something?
well she has a box of newborn diapers, and she has a box of size 1 diapers, and she's got a lot of wipes. She's got a lot of wipes for now. She's got like a box of like 1,000 wipes, or I don't know, whatever count they come in. Ay ay ay.
Is it A-N or E-N on her Jordan name?
AN.
Okay, I want to make sure because and
And if
this
you
is
do, oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna tell them, wait, you go ahead while I'm putting this in the chat.
Um, if you did still want to go on her registry, you can find it by her name, Jordan Dixon, and we are in Clayton, North Carolina.
All right, let me put that on here too.
I already don't like how this came out. I'm already seam ripping.
What did you say, Clayton?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay, there's the info. And I will post this more than once tonight. But yeah, if you want to donate to the cause, we have a new mama here, and we always, as new mamas, don't always realize there might be something we missed, but they're not asking for anything. This is me wanting to mention, if you want to pay it forward, this is a good way of paying it forward.
And we would definitely appreciate it.
Okay, so we're using the background. It's the big part of the flying geese. Let's find some yellow, mellow yellow. Mellow yellow to the rescue. Oh, maybe I'll just use orange yellow instead.
Oh, it's also fiddly. Hate it.
You what now?
I said it's so fiddly. I just hate it. I hate it when it's all fiddly.
That for other block is very weird. I think you're better off to just do the star in the colors you want to do it in. All right, I got these two colors pulled out. Now I need to figure out what I need for these flying geese. What size I need anyway. Because we're going to be making 2 flying geese. So I only need 1 piece of paper. Go. This block is super cool. It looks almost like a bird,
Yeah, it has a lot of movement.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm going to need a 3.5-inch rectangle. No, 5 3/4. Ooh, that's a big one. And then 3.5-inch squares. Okay. So first we're going to cut
What?
on the background. I'm glad I cut this at
What
16.
block are you doing, Katy?
Number 16.
That does those measurements don't sound familiar.
Oh, it's because of this.
Oh,
So inside the cover of the thing right here, she tells you what size to cut the rectangles and the squares for the flying geese. And
okay.
she does it a little bit generous, meaning that when you get ready to trim it down, it'll be,
I get it now. I
yeah.
get it now. I just heard the numbers you were
Like, what are
throwing
you
out. I
doing?
was like, I didn't cut anything that size.
Yeah, it's because it's for the flying geese.
Okay.
It's a little, how Kimberly is,
Yeah.
big trim down,
Yep.
which I had no problem with when it comes to this kind of block or square or whatever you want to call it, rectangle.
I
All right,
prefer it.
what was it? 5 3/4 by what again? 5 3/4 by 5 inches. Ooh, I need a different ruler. Oh, and you know, you put that whole one square on that paper. It's not cutting two like rectangles. There's that. When I first saw that, I'm like, why are we doing it? Then I realized, oh, you're putting the whole thing on there. And then you sew onto it. Then you trim it down. Makes sense when you understand the mechanism they got going on, you know,
Yes, ma'am.
or the way she did it anyway, or the mechanics of it. That's what I meant to say. And I need to catch up in the chat here.
I need to open the chat.
Yeah, I am.
Hello
totally,
to everyone.
I feel like I'm in a fog today. And it's probably because I have too many things on my brain right now. All right, let me backtrack and say hi to everyone. We got Lynn in the, I already said hi, but I'm going to say it again. There's Lynn. Hello, hello. We got Denise. Welcome, welcome. Mona was here, but she's lurking. Hi, Sherry. And Sherry says, congratulations. I know, I already read that once. Sandra K is in here. Hey, it's good to see you in here. Janet's here. Hey, Janet, how are you doing? I've been thinking about you today, and I wanted to see how you are on your healing. Are you getting there? Because you and I have a sew we need to do together. But I need to order still haven't ordered the paper. Bad me, because I forgot to ask you what size of paper you had. All right. Chaunda, you still don't look old enough to be a grandma. Congratulations, though.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And hi, Lee. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining in. Hey, Andrea, it's good to see you. And let's see. Andrea says you can send me all the red, white, and blue that you want to get rid of. I am out and want to make quilts about it. Well, it's not going to be, but it'll be Andrea, it's going to mostly be the ones with the flags all over them, trucks all over them, and there's a couple other ones. But I have a stack growing by the months because of that. And Denise, no, I have not done that yet. I will probably call her on Monday. I forgot to do that when I was awake this morning because I had to call someone else this morning early, and I got that phone call dealt with. Don't even remember who it was I was supposed to call this morning, but it was somebody. And Lynn says, congratulations to Chaunda. And then we said, maybe she could set up an Amazon. She has a wish list, and I posted the registry. All you have to do is look for Jordan Dixon for Clayton, North Carolina. Then, hey, Sharon, how are you? It's good to see you. She says, oh, Chaunda, you have a grandbaby. Yes, she does.
I do.
And then Andrea says, just when I thought life might go forward, more bad news. My husband lost. What? Again?
What happened?
Her husband lost his new job.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Jeez.
I am not going to stay in the chat, but we'll be watching. Oh, no. That is so not good. Number 16 is supposed to be a flower. Yeah, well, that doesn't matter to me because, you know, yeah, they're calling it Florabella, but it looks like a bird to me. Sarah says, hi, Sarah. She says, I'm famous. Hey, I've been busy. I won a Civis channel. What does that mean? I won on Civis channel. I don't know what that means. Tell us what that's about. Janice says, I'm able to get up and down out of bed and walk a few steps with help. Okay, so that's progress. Good to hear that. Cheryl says, hi, I'm here, but watching on TV while I wait for phone calls. Okay, all right, we are caught up. All right.
Well, hello, Lynn, Denise, Mona, Sandra, Janet, Lee, Andrea, Sharon, and to anyone else that I missed.
Yep. And I will be posting periodically the information for the baby. For anyone who wants to help. And Mona says, chef diving from Munchie Mafia. Oh, okay. Rita says, I thought it was a bird also. Does fussy cutting owls on mine. Oh, that sounds like fun. And I'm going to go fill my cup up again. Hey, Chaunda.
Yes.
After the live, remind me to tell you what you and I've been talking about in private.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
The last thing we had talked about.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Sarah.
Sicily. Oh, Sicily. Gotcha. Okay. Sicily is
Hi,
in Italy,
Rita.
right? Sicily is in Italy, correct?
Yes.
Okay, we're making sure.
I
Man,
think it's an island. I think it's an island off of Italy, but it's
yeah,
considered part of Italy.
I want to go there just so I can eat the food. I love Italian food. Nothing better than Italian food. Well, you know. All right, let's get this sew going on. So, what's everybody got planned for the weekend? Have you figured out what you're doing? I'm making progress with Katie's quilt. I'm making progress with my Katie's quilt. Chaunda.
You are?
I
How's it
am.
coming?
It's growing. And I think it's going to be pretty. I don't want anybody to think I'm bragging. I'm not. But I feel like it's going to be pretty darn amazing.
There's nothing wrong with a little humble brag, Katie.
No, I was taught you're not supposed to brag.
And nothing wrong with patting yourself on the back.
I'm so, I really, when I started this thing last year, I didn't know where it was going to go because, all this stuff was in my head. And I had to, envision what I wanted it to look like, but I didn't expect it to come out the way it has. For a while there, I was looking like, oh, this is going to be a hot mess, but it's really turning out great. It's just, I figured out, you want to know how many hourglasses is it I have made so far?
How many?
Made, where's my little mathematics at that I was doing the math for it? I have already done 100 and I've already done, I think it's about 112 hourglass ones. And
that's a lot of blocks.
Yeah, and the four patch blocks, I've done even more than that. It's crazy. That's why it's taken me so long. Of course, if I'd have sat down and just sewed for 3 or 4 days straight, I probably would have had it done. All right, next thing I need to do is cut the yellow for this. Let's see. Rita says homemade Italian is great to eat. It is the work that goes into it that takes forever. I love cooking. Pasta sauce I make has to cook for at least 18 hours. Yeah, that's what I use my crock pot for. To slow cook the red sauce. 3.5. So let me see here. Gonna need a longer ruler. So I'm assuming if it's a flower, then the bottom's supposed to be green, huh? But they didn't make it green on the picture.
I
They
think you
made
can
it
just do whatever you
yellow.
want.
Yeah, they made it yellow. I think it looks like a bird. All right, now we're going to need 3.5. All right. And then let's cut this again. 3.5. See, one. So we need 2 sets of these because we're doing 2 flying geese. Wait, no, 2 sets is enough. Okay. Overthink this for a minute. And then we need to cut these on the diagonal. All right, now I have 4 of these because we're doing 2 flying geese. And I've already marked the back of my paper. I am going to put some folds in here so I can see it. All right, so what I'm going to do first, because I'm using a flying geese paper that the Back Quarter Shop has created for this, and this is the right size. And all I'm going to do is get my glue stick. Where are you? And I'm just going to put a little bit glue in here, and I'm going to fasten this on here like so. And why does this not look big enough? Because it's not big enough. I need to see how big this is. Yeah, let's do it like that. That was strange. I thought I cut it at the right size. And these are not going to go to waste. I'll use them on the other block because I'm pretty sure that these are big enough to reuse again. So I'm just going to take one and put the other one. And let's glue this on. Ah, now it looks like it's supposed to look. Okay. All I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and rub it real good because I didn't put a ton of glue on it, but enough to hold it in place. And then we'll start to sew. And then I need to switch my sewing machine foot and adjust my stitch because we're doing a regular stitch. And I always use this open toe clear one because I can see the lines on the paper by using this. Makes visibility much easier to deal with. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and trim each side because we need to do that first. And then these extra half triangles I will use in my scrappy sew along. So they're not going to go to waste. I never throw half triangles away because you can always use them somewhere else.
And tell it's going to be one of those days with the seam.
The way it should.
Yeah, me and the seam ripper going to be best friends today.
Yep, I know how that is. You know, you could put your other camera up if you want. Oh, you already did. Never mind. Let me see. Did anyone else say anything? Lynn says I posted a picture on Facebook of my dragonfly dance blocks. I'll be sewing them in rows listening. Oh, I will make sure we show that later in the live. Why would she come out of her grave if using a crock pot to slow cook, Rita? I don't cook red sauce on the stove. It's too easy to burn it. Nothing worse is burnt red sauce. Because when you burn it, there's no going back and fixing it.
No, there is not.
Okay. Now we're going to take these triangles.
But yeah, I'll do the same thing. I'll do my chilies and red sauce in the crock pot. I'll start it on the stove because I need to brown the meat. I like meat in my sauce.
Yeah, same here. I started on the stove and then I pour the whole thing into the crock pot to slow cook.
Yeah, me too.
There ain't no way I'd leave it on the stove.
I mean, I used to when I didn't have a choice, but
I think I've owned a crock pot as long as I've been an adult. Because back then, crock pots used to be cheap.
Yeah,
Not
once they made
anymore.
them digital, every now and well, it used to be like around Black Friday, you could pick one up for $10,
Yeah,
one of the
exactly.
not one of the non-digital ones. But I think now even those are like 15.
Yep. What in the world is wrong with you? Well, that's strange. So
And if I'm in a hurry, I'll use the pressure cooker.
I've never used a pressure cooker. Well, I actually
I
had one in
love my
Florida.
pressure cooker.
Yeah, I need to break down and buy me a pressure cooker for the stove.
I have one for the stove, but I don't use it anymore. So when they came out, so I have an Instant Pot, which is basically just a pressure cooker. That's all it is. It's an
Yeah,
electric pressure cooker. And so I use my Instant Pot.
I just find the Instapot too expensive for my taste right now.
Well, I've had it for years now. I've had it since 2019 or something like that. So I think I got it for like $40.
And Nikolai's kind of put a ban on me buying any more small appliances.
Yeah, I get it.
And yeah, because I might use it for a couple months and then decide, it's too much trouble dragging it out, too much trouble taking it apart to clean it. The crock pot, the crock pot's been the one thing he sees me use the most.
Well, I used my stovetop pressure cooker for years
Mm-hmm.
before I allowed myself to get the electric one, before I allowed myself to get an Instant Pot. I used my stovetop one for a long time,
Yeah.
but it was stainless steel, so sometimes stuff would stick and things like that. So
Yep.
um
That was what I had, was one of those stainless steel
mhm.
ones. I didn't get to bring it with me because it was too big. So I ended up selling it in a yard sale. And then when I got over here, I'm like, dang it, why didn't I think to just bring it with me? And then I realized, well, I didn't have room in my suitcase. And I haven't
I,
been able to find an actual stovetop pressure cooker, which is weird.
yeah,
Maybe I'll see one in Denmark.
I just because I used to work, I worked and I would come home. I had 3 kids, and
Yep.
um, if I hadn't put something in the crock pot or if I hadn't taken something out, like I just needed to be able to cook quickly, or even just on a Sunday, I just needed to be able to cook quickly without having to wait all day. And so that's why I like it. That's why I like the pressure
Yeah, it
cooker.
tenderizes meat pretty fast. When I first someone
So I
was
can do I
telling
can do a pot roast in, an hour and some
yeah,
change. So
yeah. I remember the first time I used a pressure cooker. I was trying to remember what I put in it. It was a tough piece. I think it was a tougher type of meat. And I could not believe how tender that meat was. And when you took it out of the pot, it just fell off fell apart.
mhm.
I'm like, oh my God. So yummy.
I've done whole chickens in there. I've done Now I don't use it as much because my kids are older, but like when the
Yeah,
kids were when I had to feed 5 people.
it was a good way to do it, especially because you had a job.
Hmm. Yep.
I think the reason I don't have all this gadgetry, for cooking stuff, except for the crock pot, is because I do enjoy cooking on the stove.
I hate to cook. I don't enjoy it at all. And then there's all the cleanup afterwards.
It's the
So it was,
cleaning that I hate. I'm tired of being chained. I told Nikolai recently, I said, I am 60 something years old and I am tired of being chained to the sink. We need to buy a dishwasher.
yeah, I
I
definitely have
don't
one of
have
those.
one.
I definitely got one of those.
Yeah, I don't. And I wash everything by hand, and I get tired of being standing right there in front of that sink. Wash, 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 wash. I'm like, I've been washing dishes since I was 5 years old.
I do love the dishwasher. I used to be like, because I didn't grow up with one. I grew up in an apartment building. There was
Yeah,
no
I didn't
dishwasher.
either.
So the first time I got one, I was very, for a long time, even when I had a dishwasher, I would run it sparingly,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'd run my dishwasher like, once every 2 to 3 days. I would only put certain dishes in there. Now everything goes in the dishwasher, and I will run that sucker 2 or 3 times if that's what it takes to wash all the dishes.
Yep.
I do not care.
So for anyone who just came in, I'm making 2 flying geese from one piece of paper because we're going to need just 2 for this block. Hey, Brenda, how are you? For
Hi,
those of you
Brenda.
who are channel creators, you're more than welcome to type exclamation selfie to share your channel. And I forgot to share your channel. I need to do that in a minute. Yeah, let me do that real quick. And this is Chaunda's channel in case you haven't been to her channel. Did you see my interesting word in on the poll this go around?
I did. I made a guess. I was like, oh, I've never heard of this. Let me
The
let me
interesting
see.
word is,
Let me
yeah, I
guess.
can't wait to read what it's about. It'll be fun reading about this one. Oh, maybe I should trim those ears off before I go sewing that. That way they're out of the way. Oh, I didn't cut that one. Really? I was reading the pamphlet, or I looked up that medicine that I'm going to be using for flying. You
Uh-huh.
wouldn't believe all of the stuff it says about that medicine. Not It's the usual warnings and don't take it with blah 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 kind of thing, but it had long and depth thing about how addictive it can be, and I'm thinking, no wonder people get addicted to drugs because they don't follow the directions. Because it
You
states that
are
it's
right about
very
that.
easy to become addicted to it. That is probably why they don't give it over the, give it for regular use here, because it could, some people will just not be, mindful.
Yeah, you got to be diligent when you're taking stuff like that.
Yeah, because I was on Xanax before I flew over here, and I only ever used it when my anxiety was through the roof. So I wasn't taking it every day. And it would have to be an extremely bad day before I would even take it. And this medicine is similar to Xanax. But it should keep my anxiety in check while I'm on the airplane. Look, we're almost there. See, that looks like a square to block. I know it does, but
Yep.
hey, can you see the screen while you're up doing what you're doing?
Uh-huh.
I'll show you where I am on. I got 3 rows sewed together here. so you can see. I just got to make sure I hold it up the right direction. Oh, here we go.
Oh, it looks really good.
It's, yeah, hang on a second. Yeah, it's coming out really good.
Oh, I love it.
Me too. I wasn't so sure when I first was doing it, but now seeing it all come together, it's like, wow. I am super happy with how it's coming out. I'm hoping this weekend I can get at least 2 more rows on it, and then I can decide on whether I want to. Right now, I'm making it 4 across, 6 down. I was originally going to do 5 across, 7 down, but I want to see if the smaller size, because it's already big enough to cuddle in. You know, as far
Yeah,
as
it definitely is.
the width of it, it's already big enough for that. So, and then I'll decide on whether I want to leave it at the smaller size where you can put it on, you know, on the sofa to cuddle with, or, you know, I could give it to my grandson who has a twin size bed. I haven't decided yet. I want to show it to him and see what kind of reaction I get first. Because
I get that.
he doesn't have a blanket for his bed. There's like minor things that kind of fell through the crack, you know, on their little wish list, and that was one of them. A dining table for 2 was another one. And then someone gave me a great idea yesterday. What about a card table with 2 foldable chairs? And you know, I didn't even think of that.
That's certainly the cheapest way to go.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna look on Amazon and see what the price of a small card table is, because that would get him by until he found something, you know, more substantial. Because he told me about a month ago, he says, Mom, I have looked everywhere for a used table that's small enough, because that apartment's super small. There's only 500 square feet in that apartment. So you got to be mindful, you know, of what size everything is. And there's some space, but you can't go buying a big table that like seats 4 people. It's not
Right.
big enough. There's too much, it's too small. So, but a table for 2 would work, but a foldable card table would work, because when you're done, you can fold it back down and set it, you know, up against the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
And there's also a place where Blaze could sit, and while his dad's, you know, doing whatever he's doing to, you know, color or whatever.
And a place to do your homework.
Yep. He has a desk in his bedroom because I bought him one.
Okay.
I bought him some IKEA stuff. I still got to add to it. I noticed, you know, it made me realize, you know, people take you don't notice things, but he has no pictures on his walls. None. There's no decoration, a little boy lives here, nothing. It's just white walls in his bedroom. And I'm going to have to do something about that when I go to the United States.
I guess the kids don't do like how we used to when we had the little teeny bop magazines and we used to put our little posters on the wall.
I don't think it's occurred to him because his dad hasn't, you know, he's a dad, and dads don't think of this wall stuff. It's us women who like to embellish.
I'm really not one of those women. It's weird. I forced myself to put some art on the wall so they wouldn't be so naked. So I only have 2 pictures up in my living room. That's it. 2.
I don't have much room to talk. I mean, you see pictures of my kids and stuff on the wall, and I do have a shelf up here above the dining table, but most of these walls are covered with shelves, so that except for the wall behind me, with Legos on the top, very top of them, you know.
Mm-hmm. Now nobody beat me, but pictures on the wall of people, like picture frames all over the wall of people, is one of my pet peeves. I hate that look.
I'm fine with what you just said. It's the only way I get to see and I only have them on the wall because I don't get to see them on a regular basis.
Because Adrian wanted to put up, and I was like, you can do it in the hallway, but you are not putting those framed pictures up in my damn living room. We are not doing that.
See, now I wouldn't hang them up in my bedroom. I mean, I have a whole empty wall in there that I could put entire family photos all over the wall, but I don't want it in my bedroom. It's just strange.
Yeah,
Right,
I was like, the hallway is
the
it.
square in the square thing.
Right, so I finished my flying geese. There are 4 of them. I have my 2 half square triangles, and now we're just putting this together like a 9-patch.
Right, I need to see what we're doing here. Square in a square. Oh, I get it now. They're doing this in on. Ooh, so we're gonna need 4 of these for the square. Hey, this part of it, Chaunda, right here. Those are all, each one of those are square and squares.
But I have to pin this. I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, hang on. Right there, or right here. This is better. I'll show you this one.
Okay,
square and a square. You got to make 4 square and squares.
okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Now I get it.
Okay. Well, I figured there was a lot of snowballing by the amount of, because there was 12 1.5-inch squares. And I'm like, okay, so there must be a lot of snowballed corners.
Well, yeah, if you want to call it that. John, I will be going to Denmark around June the 21st. Rita, I won the shout out in the Civi channel, and I also got a coffee mug with a business card. So that's interesting. All right, let me see where else I missed here because I need to backtrack a little bit. That Nightbot's been really busy. And hi, John. Thank you for dropping in. And Giovanna says, I just popped in to say hi. It's good to see you, Giovanna.
Hey, Giovanna.
Been missing you around here. It's good to see you. Let me see here. Sarah's in here. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to share your channel if you're a channel creator. Exclamation selfie. You're more than welcome to do so. Giovanna says, I have my walls covered in paintings that my uncle and I painted. He was a famous artist here in my city. Oh, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
That is totally, yeah, I keep bugging Lynn. Lynn, let me have one of your paintings so I can put it on my wall here at home. She keeps saying, no, Mom. I'm like, that's so not fair. And she knows which one I want.
What's her hesitancy?
I don't think she wants to give anyone any of her paintings.
Got it.
I mean, she was commissioned to do one, so she had to give that one up. She got paid for that one. She did a big, huge, it's kind of like a portrait, but not a portrait. Of my friend Melanie, the picture, and she did it based on a picture that got sent to her. Lynette was, no, Melanie was dressed in a black cat suit, latex cat suit.
Mm-hmm.
And Lynette made a painting, but not to look like the picture. She had free creativity to do whatever she wanted when she was doing it. And so she did. She got creative. You know how I get all creative with all these colors in your face?
Yeah.
Lynn did the same thing. And she did it as a senior project in her AP art class.
Nice.
So the art teacher was just, amazed that she decided to do that particular one. No one else thought about doing something like that. I'm like,
I have never been
stuff.
able to draw anything
I used to draw all the time until someone canned it.
I was always horrible at it. Stick figures is about as far as I get.
I thought about seeing if I could join in on an art class here, but I haven't got around to doing it. So I can learn how to paint with acrylics.
Mhm.
Actually, this is the only one I have ever done as acrylic. Hang on a second. This is the only time I've ever done a painting.
Oh, look at that. I mean, I think that's pretty decent, Katie.
Yeah, first time ever doing it.
I think that came out good.
Yeah, I like it too. Rita says, I have one watercolor original painting that my uncle did. He has a lot of famous watercolor paintings. I was lucky to have gotten one of them from him. And Giovanna says, that's cool. And now ceramics, I painted lots of ceramics. Me and my sister, my middle sister, we spent so many hours at the ceramic shop when we weren't dating anyone.
My most prized picture is one from that my stepdad painted,
Mm-hmm.
and he painted it while I watched him paint it as a child.
Oh, I bet that was amazing.
Yeah. So he's passed, but I still have that painting.
Oh, the memory of that too.
Mm-hmm.
That is special. So the painting I showed you a minute ago, me and Lynette had taken me to a place called Color with a Twist or something. I think that's what it was called. And they had an art teacher in there. And I guess Lynn liked to go all the time because she would do it with friends, take friends with her to do it, because Lynn already knew what to do. And so she decided to take me one time, and it was the best ever thing doing a painting together. And I would be like, oh, is this okay? And she's like, Mom, you're doing great.
During the pandemic, I gifted my mom, her sister, and one of my aunts. I gifted them it was like a virtual sip and paint.
Mm-hmm.
Their pictures came out really good.
That's awesome. Got to have things that you can keep your mind busy doing, you know?
Yeah, because I just knew they would never do it. Like they had been talking forever about let's do a sip and paint, let's do a sip and paint, and then they just never did it. So
Giovanna, both of them. Mostly I like painting on greenware and then have it fired and then then add to it after it'd been fired. I loved painting on greenware. The ceramic shop that we was doing all that at, she would pour greenware and it wouldn't be cleaned. You had to clean the greenware yourself. So each step was a step of, making progress. John say anything to my comment about when I was going to Denmark? I need to backtrack and look because he asked me when I was going to Denmark. I know I have a bunch of comments I need to answer after the live tonight. People were watching replays. So you guys, while I'm gone to Denmark, if you don't mind, maybe some of you can watch some replays to keep my watch hours up. If you don't mind. Because I don't know how many lives I'm actually going to do in Denmark. I really don't know until I get there, see how the I will be in 3 different Airbnbs, and all 3 of them are Wi-Fi, but I don't know how good that is going to be. I won't know until I get there and see if the connection is good. I do know that I probably can go live some of it because it will. So normally I go live 7:30 my time, which is 4:30 Eastern, and Denmark is 3 hours ahead of us. So that's 8, 9, 10. That's 10:30 at night, and I'll still be awake at 10:30 at night. So there's potential for me to at least go live and show y'all pictures and stuff. I don't know. I haven't figured all that out yet. Giovanna says, my bird turned out to be 13.5 inch squared. I know I have been doing it today. So far, I have not sewed on paper. Well, I know you don't sew on paper. I love the way the colors change after being fired. Yeah, that's why I love painting on greenware, because you go from this weird color and then when it's fired, it's just amazing. And then I would, and I also like playing with overglaze. Did you play with any overglazing, Giovanna? All right, I forgot to look and see what size these middle squares are supposed to be. All right, because we need to do. Three sides for, okay. Two and a quarter. Okay, let's make this. What color do I want to make it? That hurt. Okay, let's look for some red. And we'll see if it talks to me or not. Because something else might talk to me more. And I think I already know something's talking to me. I don't know if there's enough of this left or not. Kind of like that color. But I also will still look at the red while I'm at it. All right. Teresa was showing us some batiks that she was ironing last night. Ooh, they'd be pretty, pretty.
I love the way batiks press in a quilt, but I hate the initial press on batiks. Like when they're fresh out the package, I hate ironing them.
I'm kind of wondering if we're not all not, when you take them out of the package, even cotton, there's times when I'm like, I really wish I didn't have to press any of this because it's time consuming. Why don't I have any red in this basket? That's alarming. Am I about to run it? I know I got lots of red in here somewhere. Wrong box. Let's see if I have any in this pile. Oh, and I need to pick a different color too. Let's use for that center part. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's see if I have any red that's big enough. No, that's not big enough. That's not big enough. Nope, not in this pile. All right. That would be a good, oh, maybe. Y'all are seeing me doing what I do usually before a live. This is how I decide what I'm going to use. I go through, and if it talks to me, I pull it out based on the block, what the block looks like. All right, I need to pull this part off of here because none in there that's talking to me. All right. Okay. I think I saw some red in here. No, let's not do that. Oh, that might be too dark. Let me look at this. That might work. Let's put that one out here. Let me keep looking though. I want to keep looking because I might find a brighter red. No, there's no brighter red in here. No dang. Maybe I am running low on reds. I noticed I was running low on orange. Not orange, yellow. You know, just the regular yellow. I noticed I was running low on that. This will have to work. And
I
it'll
don't
look
have
cute.
very much red in my stash of anything when I think about it.
I used to have, well, I know I have some that I don't want to. This looks like a fat quarter, but it's not. I don't think so. This is a pretty piece of fabric, though. I'll re-show you the red here in a minute. It has flowers all over it. It's so pretty. It's a little bit deep red, though. Can you see this, Shonda? The flowers on it? Of
Oh
course.
yeah, that is pretty.
Yeah. Huh? Let me see here. Rita says I have Giovanna says I had colored ones. Uh-oh, I need to back up a bit. Giovanna says I will pop a live on at night while I'm sleeping. And then Rita says I am not sure how big this one is going to be yet, Giovanna. And then Giovanna says we have an exclusive color here that you can find only in my city. It turns out to be a beautiful blue. Oh, you should take a picture of that, Giovanna. And then Rita says I have done A section, B section, starting on C. What pattern are you talking about, Rita? And then Giovanna says my auntie was a ceramic painter, and her best friend taught me a bit, but the laws changed and I couldn't stay in her shop and do it if not employed. What? Then Giovanna says, Rita, I have made a huge mistake, but I opened it and fixed it. And then Rita says, oh no, I am trying to see at least with trying to sew at least with no boo-boos. And she said she had the color section wrong. What are y'all talking about? What pattern are you talking about? And then Rita says, I have 2 out of 10 ceramic unicorn heads that I did many years ago. I have only 2 left because they developed legs and walked out the door. I have 2 unicorns, but they're in storage, safely put away until I can bring them home. Giovanna says, well, considering that it is 2 or 3 months that I am doing FPP, I think I am doing pretty well. Oh, fun. And uh-oh. Then Rita says, oh no, Giovanna, that is what I'm afraid of doing, haha. And then Rita says, is that all you've been doing is FPP? Wow, that's amazing. And Giovanna says, I put the blue where a background was supposed to be. Yeah, sometimes we do that. We turn something backwards. Hey, Teresa Louise. She says, popping in to say hi. We just got back from fishing. She got 6. All right. I figured you might have been out fishing because the weather was perfect yesterday. All right, let's cut this stuff. I need, this is going to be the square part of this. Where did I put? And these need to be 2 1/4. All right, I'm gonna fold this in half so I can cut it. Sorry guys, it's taking me a moment to get this stuff done. How's your square going?
I finished it.
Oh, okay. Are you working on the other one?
I just finished pressing it.
Awesome. And I'm still working on the same one. Hey,
well, you have to cut.
Spotlight you. Hold on. Let me spotlight. 1 minute. 1 second. Oh, that looks great. Look at you. I can't wait to get mine done. I just haven't decided how I want to do it yet. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I like how it came out. I like the
Came
colors
out
I chose.
really good.
I'm not sure about this next one. We're gonna have to see.
It's not too terribly bad.
I'm not sure if I like the colors I chose, but I'm not cutting more squares.
Well, you can always change the colors.
I'm not cutting anything else out.
Oh, you already cut it.
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting that you said you had pre-cut. And I'm still cutting and doing it as I go along. All right, let me see here. We're going to need 4 of these. And that ruler moved.
I am gonna need to get out on time tonight, Katie.
Okay. I figured you would with everything going on.
Yeah, and I've got to go to my aunt's house tonight too because my daughter wants to go out tonight. So I'm on babysitting duty for the baby and my aunt.
How's your aunt doing?
I mean, she
With
has
all
like
things
good days and bad
considered.
days. Yeah, I mean, she's got good days and bad days where like, because if her mobility is good and she can walk around, it makes it a lot easier because, we don't have to carry her to the bathroom or
Yeah.
So that makes things a little bit easier, but the main thing is her memory loss is really bad. So
So
it's
sad
like,
to watch that deterioration happen. I hope I don't become like that. I'm
well,
worried about
she's got cancer in her brain.
Oh, God, yeah. What kind of cancer
So
is it?
it's breast cancer.
Oh, the cancer
She,
migrated from breast cancer to her brain?
yeah, so she had breast cancer a few like maybe 5 years ago or something like that. And she chose to keep her breast and she got treated and she was in remission. And then it came back. And when it came back everywhere. It came back in the breast, the brain, and the liver.
Came back with a vengeance.
Yeah. So, um, All of the traditional treatments did not work for her, so she is basically on experimental treatments to see if we can will a miracle to happen, you know. That's where we're at.
Does she have a DNR?
Yes.
I need to get a DNR put on me, and I haven't done it yet. It's like a very uncomfortable whatever.
Yep, she has one. Now, in the future, if she decides to discontinue her treatment, then Medicare will pay for home health for her. But
Oh, that's good.
as long as you're getting treatment, they will not pay for that.
Really?
Yes, it's basically you have to consent to die, basically, for them to give you home health.
Oh, got you. I know when my mom had, got diagnosed with her GBY, and hospice started, I think about 3 months. Well, it was whenever she lost the ability to talk. And she started falling down. I think it was like 3 months after her surgery. She started already showing the symptoms that the GBY was already coming back with ferocity, which we knew was going to happen. And she flat out told all of us, if they tried to, if I go into a coma, don't you let them take me to hospice. I said, we won't. You can stay here. You can pass in your own house. And I was taking care of her that night when she fell into a coma. I heard a crash on the floor, and I'm like, oh no, she got up too fast again. When I walked in there, she got up, but she fell into a coma.
Okay.
But she was of clear mind until then. She just couldn't talk.
Yeah, like she's, she's in a clear mind for the moment that she's in, but it's just the next moment she doesn't remember the last moment,
Yeah.
Like she was at my daughter's baby shower, but she forgot. She'll be like, and she, afterwards she'd be like, so when's the baby shower? And I was like, it was last week, Auntie, you were there.
I think the worst
And
part of with my mom is when my brother took the car away from her. After it was like, trying to remember when they took the car. I think they took the car right before her surgery and wouldn't give it back because the doctor told us after her surgery that it might be a good idea she didn't drive.
yeah, she definitely can't drive, but she
Yeah.
forgets that she can't drive. Like she forgets her limitations. So she'll forget and she'll start talking about what she's gonna do. She'll start talking about her plans.
Yep.
And she'll be like, her dog is named Buck. And she'd be like, me and Buck can get in the car and, go down to the park. And it's like, okay.
My mom was so independent, and I guess she didn't realize that she had the reason she got in the car accident. That's how we discovered she had the brain tumor. It's because it was sitting on her occipital lobe, and so it pretty much took out the ability to. She only had one eye she could see out of, and she'd been blind in the other eye most of her later adolescence to adulthood, and because she got hit in the head with an axe by accident, not on purpose. And so I guess she didn't realize she couldn't see out of the side of that good eye, and that's what got her in the car accident because she pulled out in front of someone, and they T-boned her behind. I did not need to make that many of those. That gummit only needed to make. Okay, so these are going to get thrown. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so these are going to end up in my bucket. All right, now I need my background here. But she fought hard,
Yeah.
The thing is, I hear a lot of people talk, a lot. I did a lot of research, into the GBY and everything because the doctor was telling us he told us what it was and what it was going to do, but he wasn't really explanatory on what the lifespan is with this particular GBY or this particular tumor, because it's very aggressive. And when I went online and looked it up, I was shocked. Most people over the age of 55 don't survive more than, they may survive a year or less, even after they've had the surgery. And
Okay.
and I told Michael, I said, the doctor should have told us all this. He says, yep, you're right. And he didn't know why he didn't tell us this. Maybe for the sake of my mom. I don't know.
I don't know.
But we didn't know.
I think for her, I think the general prognosis for people in her condition is 5 years,
Mhm.
and she is 3 years in.
Yeah.
So, but her sister, my aunt, my mom's other sister and her sister, um, she lives in California, and she was gonna actually move back here to help take care of her sister, right?
Mhm.
That was the plan. And then she found out she has breast cancer. So now I have a
No.
very strong family history of breast cancer because I have two of my mother's sisters have breast cancer.
Will your insurance pay to have you tested for the whatever it is they find in your DNA?
Maybe they will now but
You got
before I
to.
didn't have the family history until I think she told us about this la last year, or maybe no, maybe about a year ago she told us. Um when she found out. So, but prior to that, I didn't have a family history.
Yeah, my family didn't have breast cancer history either. And then suddenly my youngest sister that lives in Spain,
Hmm.
about 5 years ago, was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yeah,
And
when it's just the one aunt, I was like, that's still not, that's just one. But now
yeah,
it's two.
yep, it's crazy when you got two of them. Time to be checked out.
Yeah.
When mom was going through all this, she had her surgery in January, and then they did chemo. A lot of people get sick from chemo and radiation. Mom didn't. It was the most interesting thing I'd ever seen. She never got sick a day the whole time she was doing it. And for a while there, the chemo was keeping it from growing back. But then when she went in, um, I guess like in March or something, they told her that it's looks like it's trying to grow again. And she continued to do the chemo for a couple more months, I guess. And then the doctors decided that there was nothing they could do.
Yeah. She only gets I can't remember if it's chemo or radiation, but she gets it like once a month because that's all her body can handle.
Yeah, it's very hard. Let me see what's been said here while we're talking about this. My friend that had her breast removed 2 weeks ago, and she is younger than me, says Giovanna. Yeah, I've heard about younger women doing this so that they don't have to go through this. Rita had to go get cold water for her head. She's too hot. And Giovanna says, that is so sad. She said she told her kids that she didn't want chemo in any way. Hey, Happy, what's up? Good to see you. I need to cut some more because I don't think I have enough. So I need 3 times 4 is 12. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8. So I need 4 more. All right, let's cut. Let's take it off of this one. How you doing,
Alrighty.
Happy?
I'll be right back.
Okay, hon. This is 2. All right. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is get these squares put on here and then trim it up. All right. Hey, Nina, it's good to see you. Uh-oh, Giovanna's leaving. Bye, have a great evening. Thank you for coming in, Giovanna. I appreciate you. And let me see, Happy says, snacking on chips, may have to go to dinner soon, keeping grandma company. Work was long this week. Oh, and how you doing, Nina? It's good to see you. Okay. Rita, what pattern were y'all talking about? All right, let's cut off 2 first. And then the ruler. So what I'm doing is I'm trimming this so that I don't have excess on here. Katie, what are you making? I am making block number 16 from the Sewcialites 3 sew along that Fat Quarter Shop's doing. Chaunda and I have been doing this project together since it started. So I'll show you what the block looks like. It's right here. That's the finished block right there. And Chaunda finished her block 15 because she does the odd number ones on the live and I do the even numbers on the live. And then if we have enough time, we might go ahead and do the opposite block. And right now I'm very slow because I didn't pre-cut anything or choose any colors until right here in front of you guys. And I'm in a bit of a fog today, which is weird. I don't know why I feel foggy, but I do. Probably not eating enough. Appetite's been kind of up and down. Happy says I was going to start that, but I couldn't add yet. I had time for it. We pre-planned doing this together. And there's going to be a 3-week period where, well, I have to look and see how much we're going to miss. Can I spotlight?
You can.
So those of you that saw my cryptic message about we were going to have a special guest, look who we got here. And you're going to tell us his name and everything?
Yes, this is Jalen Ray Dixon.
Oh, so
This is our little guy. Let's see if I'll let you.
look
Let's
how
see if
pretty
he's. If
his skin
I can
looks.
let you see him before he starts to.
Oh, wow. He's beautiful,
This is
Shonda.
our little guy. This is our little guy. Okay, you can have it back.
She decided not to breastfeed.
So she's pumping. So this is breast milk.
That's
She's breastfeeding and pumping.
cool.
We had some supply issues in the hospital, and he was a little
Oh, God,
hungry.
yeah.
So
You know, Lynette, when she was breastfeeding Ava, you know what she was doing? She was pumping well after she weaned Ava, but she had such good milk production. She had more than she could use for Ava, so she started donating it to she had to go through some kind of testing before they would take her milk, but there
mhm.
was a place where they people who couldn't breastfeed but wanted to breastfeed their babies could go and pick up the milk. And so Lynette spent an entire year and a half donating breast milk.
I don't think you're actually hungry.
He doesn't look hot. Oh, he looks like he's about to go to sleep. Have you heard him cry? Why is this blocking my thing?
Yeah, he has a cute little cry
I was going
for
to ask if
now.
he bellowed at the top of his lungs or not.
No, he's got a cute little cry for now.
Jean says, "Aw, isn't he beautiful, you guys?" I'm posting some information. It should you want to uh send a gift for the new grand. This is Shonda's first time grandma.
This is my first
So this is
grandbaby.
her
Yep.
first time grandkid plus first grandson. So there's lots of firsts because her daughter's first time mom. So you know how it is when you're a first time mom. Sometimes you think you got everything and then you discover you need something. So if y'all just want to donate like a $25 or not 20, let me rephrase that. If you want to donate a gift card, you're more than welcome to do so. Or if you want to go visit the registry, you can also do that. I don't know why I
Hi.
gave the price amount. You donate
Hey.
whatever you want.
Hi.
He's so cute. Oh,
He's a little cutie patootie.
look at those little toes.
I know. He's got his mom's toes. You look like your mom. You look like your mommy.
It's beautiful, Shonda.
I know.
Mr. Beautiful Boy. Jean says he's so cute.
Thank you very much.
So this was the guest that I was talking about. I didn't want to spill the beans. Said if you want to know who it is, you got to come and watch.
Yeah, she's having trouble with her computer, but I went and got him anyway. So you guys see, so I could introduce him to the ladies and the gentlemen if there are any gentlemen today. I know
He's just
sometimes there
completely
are.
chilled out, isn't he?
Yeah, he's curious.
Little man.
He's
Little
curious.
man. Oh,
He's
so
nosy.
beautiful. Yeah,
He's
I can see
nosy.
that. He's gorgeous. Oh, that brings back memories of when I had my son.
I know. Me too.
Just think, you have another kid that might give you some grandbabies one day.
I have two other kids, but I don't think my middle daughter is going to have any kids.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you didn't think she would. Hey, never say never, because my oldest one, Lynn, wasn't going to do the baby thing. And then they fell in love with Blaze when they were taking care of Blaze before they flew him to California. And when they came back, both of them says, this house is too quiet. We need to have our own child. So they actively started trying.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think Lynn's going to do anymore. I mean, Lynn had her when she was 32.
I think that's about how old I was when I had the last one. And I
Uh,
said that if I didn't have another one in the next 3 years by the time I was 35, that I was closing up shop
yep.
because I was not trying to have kids in my 40s.
Happy the baby is 1 week old. Hi, Lynn.
I'm not
Um,
even a week yet.
I just put, let me repost the link again. The registry is also part of what I just posted. So, what I posted here, uh-oh, what's this
This little
doing?
guy, he's only 3 days old.
Oh, I thought you said he was weak. Sorry. 3 days old.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you can either donate a gift card, and this is the information, Jordan Dixon with the email you see. If you want to do the baby registry, look up Jordan Dixon for Clayton, North Carolina. You should have no trouble finding it.
Yeah, because there are other
Okay.
Jordan Dixons. That's why I said that.
I could go look for
She's
it.
not the only one up there. I
Really?
could do that. I could do that too. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
it puts the city and state. Hold on,
oh,
let me.
okay.
I'm gonna pull it up and I'll drop it.
Okay.
You're still small enough to be held with one hand, so
He's so laid back. Uh-oh, he's making a face.
it's all right.
Nope,
He'll
he's
he'll
not
make
gonna cry,
faces
don't
and
look like.
mm-mm. He doesn't cry a whole lot yet.
You get to see what kind of disposition he is when he really starts doing it. It's like, hurry up and feed me.
Every once in a while, when he'll get a little bit. He'll be upset about something, and he'll cry, but it's not like super loud.
He's so gorgeous. Wow. Proud grandma.
Yes, I am.
You're going to have lots of aunties or great aunties or whatever you call them. Women our age. So laid back and quiet. Wow.
Yeah, for the most part, he really is. Like
Hey,
he
that's
really is for
great.
the most part.
I keep poking myself.
Okay, there it goes.
Um, do I have you as moderator?
Yes, I believe so because I had a problem once and I was like, I can't post anything.
Yeah, not
You were
without
like,
being a
oh,
moderator. I remember if I gave you moderation. There it is. There's the registry, and I'm going to copy that and change it on my posting here.
chilling.
He is. He's just chilling out.
Well, at least I got my block done.
Yes, you did.
I still have to do blocks 8 and 14.
Yeah, there's a couple of them I still got to do. One of them I need to do is just to replace the change it to a different block because I didn't want to do that particular like the berry one. I didn't want to make the berry. I'm thinking about putting the love block in that. I don't know. Maybe I will. I haven't decided yet.
I think I'm gonna um do them this weekend.
I think that would be a good idea.
I,
Hey,
I should have some time to sew.
if you want to sew while I'm live, you can join me. Just let me know if you want to or not.
What time are you going up
4:30.
on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me see.
I'll
I
send you
probably
the
yeah, I might be a little bit because I know my daughter is going my daughter has a hair appointment tomorrow. So my mother and my grandmother are coming up to look after my aunt while she goes to her hair appointment. And then they're gonna come over here after that to see the baby.
you can just make an
So
appearance whenever you're ready.
Okay, that sounds like
I'll
a plan.
send you the door opening, you know, how to open the door and come on in when you want and sew with us. I'll be
All right.
sewing until 8 p.m. your time. Well, a quarter till 8 your time. And then I'll be switching everybody over to Mona's channel. He's so beautiful.
He smells like baby.
I bet somebody's going to end up being the spoiled since he's the first one.
Try hard not to.
He's going to
Try
be
hard not to.
fun to spend time with, that's for sure. If he stays as laid back as he is right now later, oh my goodness. Everybody's going to be wanting to spend time with him.
Yeah, she'll have lucked out if he stays this calm.
Yeah, because he's very chilled. Okay, what the heck?
It's probably all the colors in here and the bright light.
Probably. Which means he's paying attention to what's around him. Where is my seam? Oh, there you are. And Happy says thank you.
Oh, somebody's dropping the kids off at the pool.
Who's kids?
That's a saying. That's a euphemism for doing a number two.
Oh, I did not know that. Yep, now he'll have something to fuss about. Unless, you know, I remember anytime my kids had, when they were that little, they did not like their bottoms being dirty.
He doesn't really cry when his diaper is dirty, but he cries when you change it.
Yeah, that's pretty normal, I think. Something about, I don't know. Something. Because I remember mine cried when I would change their diapers. And eventually they got where they didn't, but when they were that little, they did. It's like, you're interrupting my life by changing my diaper.
And it's like, why am I naked?
Yeah, all that cold air.
All this cold air.
But now when I would put them in the bathtub, you know, with the warm water, they acted like they were fish or something. It was like, oh, I like this.
I've already got him a swimsuit and a hat. I just need him to get to be 6 to 8 weeks and we're gonna be in the pool.
You'll love that. Y'all gotten quiet up there. Chat's not moving. Let's see. I could talk about the you're gonna get off at 7:30, right? Or no?
No, just regular time.
I can't remember what time was regular time.
It's usually 8:30, right? No.
30.
What do we normally
I thought
do?
it was
Oh, no,
7:30.
yeah, it's 4:30 to 7:30. Yeah, you're right.
7:30 your time. Yeah, I'm just keeping up with the time because I thought it was 7:30 your time. No, yeah,
It is.
7:30 your time. Yeah, let me don't get myself confused here because I'm keeping an eye on it.
I don't know.
I'm going to do the poll. All right, what is the modern equivalent of the word smell fungus? Take a guess. Don't go look it up, please. Oh my gosh, here's another one like this. Something must be getting hung up when I'm moving it underneath the needle. All right. So far we have 34 votes. Maybe I should give a little bit longer. 6% voted realist. 53% voted on chronic complainer. 6% voted on the optimist, and 35% voted on the pessimist. I tell you what, I'm gonna give it another 30 minutes and then I'll give you the answer. I need y'all to vote, but don't go look it up. This is you guessing because I got this one wrong. I actually got this one wrong. Right. So I'll give you about 30 more minutes and then I'll give the answer. Mona says she's still lurking. Rita says has had to get all the dogs wet in the pool to get them all cooled off. And she said she was outside. And Happy saying hi. I cannot imagine being in a house that didn't have air conditioner. That would just really make me grumpy.
I'm gonna go change this little guy.
Okay, go ahead. Rita, you missed you. I don't know if you saw our little visitor. Yeah, he's 3 days old. First grandbaby. Y'all, is there any other lives going on right now at the same time I'm live? I'm just curious. Yes, I've seen the visitor. Chaunda, how much does baby weigh? The baby was 6 pounds, 11 ounces, I think, at birth. And 20 inches long, if I remember right. Let me go look on my messenger because she messaged me to let me know the baby had been born. There you are. He was born at oh, I'm looking at the wrong. Oops. He was born 6 pounds, 11 ounces, and he was born at 1:48 a.m. and he's currently 3 days old. Um, Kathy is on and Donna is on. Oh, Donna shouldn't have been on for another hour, right? Well, I don't know. Lots of lives, but none quilting. Okay. Donna is live in 30 minutes. Okay, but not aware of anyone else. Deb was live, but don't know if she still is. Yeah, I don't know either. I went in for like 10 minutes before I went live to say hi. Because before then I was too busy doing something. Okay, we've got one more to go, and then we can take this off and sew the other two sides. Oh, already did this one. Okay. So we're making progress here. I think this block is going to be pretty. Oh, this one was not sewn. Neither was that one. That is funny. Here, I thought I had already done it. All right, let's do this one next. What's everybody's weather like today? I know Happy said it was hot. Chaunda said it's hot in North Carolina. And I know it's very hot in Arizona. Congratulations, Grandma Chaunda. He's a cutie. Hi, Helen. How are you? She went to change his diaper. She'll be back. "87 degrees in Alvin, Texas." I'm going to take these over to the iron and press them real quick. And then I'll trim them and we'll sew the other two sides on. And then these will be ready to go. And the only thing I have left to do is I need to make one square block or cut one square, and then I'll be ready to sew all this together. While I'm waiting on the iron, I am going to go put more drink in my, oh wait, I brought it in here with me, didn't I? Put my cup back up. I guess I'm going to go to the store tomorrow. I've been trying to not be around too many people so I can stay healthy before I fly. Because more than likely I'll probably catch something when I'm in Denmark. All right, we got these pressed. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim them first because I want to get rid of these ears and stuff. That way I don't have to contribute to the bulk. we got that one done. Let's do the next 3 of them. Okay, let me see here. While we're I'm doing this. Let's see. Are any of you going to be doing a family vacation? And if you are, where y'all going to go? I know Chaunda's going to be doing a family vacation next month with her family. Always do something as a big family together. I'm super excited about going to Denmark. I can't wait to share some of Denmark with all of y'all. I'm definitely going to, I thought about trying to do my data just, to be live while we're traveling to the airport, our new airport. But apparently there might not, I don't know if my phone should work all the way out there, but I'm not, no, it did work out there now that I think about it. So I might be able to go live when we get ready to leave on the 21st, and y'all see how long the road is, and you'll see a part of our town that you've never seen before that's not got any buildings in it or anything. I'll probably ride in the front seat so I can get a good filming of it. And I think that'll be fun for you guys to see until we get to the airport. And then I could probably, I don't know if I'll stay live and then come back live or not. I don't know. Because I think it would be cool if y'all saw the inside of the airport too on a live. But if not, then I'll just film it and everything, because we have to deal with Nora, and because she's flying with us and everything. Oh, you already gave him up?
No, I sat him down. He's sitting in the little bouncer.
Oh. Let's see here. Mona says, have a good night. See you later, Mona.
Bye, Mona.
Andrea says, my daughter's celebration of life is the second weekend in July, so that will be the only vacay I get, and I should be able to see all of my family. That will be the only good thing about the trip. Well, I'm glad you get to go be with your family.
Yeah.
Make the most of all of that.
Let's see if you're gonna be calm enough to let me sew some stitches. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll
Let's
see
find
if the
out.
sewing machine bothers him or not. Coming along with this. It's sort of taking me long enough, though. Do, 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 do.
All right, you seem to be fine. So
Good. Like I said, he seems very laid back,
yeah.
which is good.
Yeah, it is.
Just think. Cool and calm and collected little man.
When you got a calm baby, people don't mind watching it.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind crying babies unless they're screaming like bloody murder, like something's really bad wrong. And
Yeah.
I want to go see what's wrong, The mama in me wants to go see why that baby's crying like that.
When we
You
were
can,
at the hospital, there was a baby that was crying like that. Like he was upset, clearly.
It's like, I need to see what's wrong with that child. Why are you not taking care of it? Because sometimes I'll go in the grocery store here and there'll be a kid screaming at the top of his lungs, and the mother's just strolling along, not doing nothing. I'm like, why are you letting that baby cry like that? There must be something wrong for him to be screaming like that. You can tell when there's a cry, I'm hungry, or cry that I need my diaper changed. Then there's the ones where you can't figure out what the world's wrong, you know. I went through that with my first one because she was withdrawing from all the medication they had me on for my asthma. And for 12 straight weeks, that child screamed her brains out from 6 p.m. to midnight. There was nothing we could do to console her. And you know, and one night my husband took her from me, says, you know, you are making yourself crazy trying to console her. There's nothing either one of us can do. Do what the doctor said. He put her in the crib and shut the door and let her scream it out. But I couldn't hardly stand it. But
we did that once
even
with
when I was holding her, though, she would scream.
With my oldest daughter, because I made the mistake. That's why I always like the one piece of parenting advice I give to moms is if you do want to have some balance in your life, don't sleep with your baby.
Yep. I didn't sleep with
Because
mine.
once they get used to sleeping with you, they don't want to sleep by themselves, period.
Nope.
I don't care what anybody says. So, because when it came time to put her in her own crib and get her out of the bed, she cried nonstop for 2 weeks straight.
Yep.
All night. She just cried all night. I said, I will never do that again.
Yep. You know what? None of mine would sleep in a bassinet. I'd put them in the bassinet and they would scream bloody murder. It was crazy. Put them in the crib, go right to sleep.
My last kid, he had a bassinet in our bedroom when he was first born. And then we moved him to the crib once he got a little older.
I made bumper pads to go around the outer edge of the crib. Because I didn't want.
Now you can buy them.
Yeah. I think the reason they wouldn't sleep in that particular bassinet is when I would lay the baby down in there, even though I had put like a zillion receiving blankets up underneath the sheet, you know, in between the sheet and the cushion, you could still hear it crackle. And I kind of think that was probably what it was, is it made this crackling noise when they would move, and they didn't much like it much.
I wouldn't like that either, Katy.
So I'm like, I give up. We're just going straight to the crib.
What's the matter? You about to get fussy?
Is he making noises?
Yeah, little tiny ones.
I loved when they would make those little grunting noises.
I know. He does make those. They used to always crack me up because it's like, you're being carried. What you grunting for?
They make these little grunting noises, and it's so cute. And if you notice, when you see newborn puppies and cats, they do that same little grunting noise.
Never paid attention. Well, actually, no, I've never had a newborn puppy, I guess. They were always, already weaned.
Yeah. When I got the message on Messenger from the breeder about Nora, she says, you are one lucky lady because 1% of people don't get the color they want, because I wanted a black and red Dotson. She says, and this mama just happened to have only one, and it was a female. That was even more cool. But she says, I have to forewarn you, this whole lot of puppies are very noisy and loud. And then when she got closer to time for, bigger, she said, your Nora is very boisterous and loud. Things, and y'all can see what she does. She's still
we hear her.
Oh yeah, she's still that way.
She's a sweetheart though.
Yeah, she's a good puppy. Nina says, my first son didn't like the bassinet because he could not see out of it. 3 days old, he tried to get out. What?
Dang. That's crazy. I guess he was like, I'm blowing this pop stand. Getting out of here.
Yep. Three days old, trying to get out of a bassinet. That's hilarious.
I remember my oldest daughter, this little boy's mom, it was on a weekend and I was, sleeping and I was, she was maybe a year old, maybe a little less.
Mm-hmm.
No, she was less than a year old. And I was in bed and I heard these noises coming out of her room, just weird noises. And so I get up and I go in there and my child is hanging off the side of the crib, the outside edge of the crib, fingers in a death grip on the little bar because she tried to climb out of the crib.
Oh my
She
God.
walked early. She started walking at 9 months. So
Yeah.
she walked early. So I guess she thought she could climb out and she didn't realize that her little feet were only this far from the floor. So she was home free if she let go, but she didn't know that. But I think she knew she wasn't supposed to try to climb out. So since she knew, she was afraid to call for help because she could have cried out for help and we would have came and got her. But instead, she just was trying to struggle on her own.
Oh, Miss Independent. Sounds like. Hey, Raven, how are ya? I hear him.
Yeah.
Now maybe he decides he wants to eat.
We'll see. Move your hands out the way.
Raven says, my son started crawling at 6 months old and walking at 7. He was everywhere.
Yeah, I thought Jordan was early at 9 months. Walking at 7 is diabolical.
Yeah.
7 months is diabolical.
Yep. Lynette walked at 9 months old too. Thomas, on the other hand, wasn't allowed to walk because his sister kept pushing him down. So one weekend, he'd walk around on his knees instead. Because every time he'd try to get up on his feet, she'd come over there and push him. She was really jealous of him.
Oh.
She wasn't number one anymore. I really had trouble with her for a while there. So one weekend, the grandma and grandpa come and got him. And when he came back, he was walking all over the place. Because sister wasn't there to get in the middle of it.
You're making a mess.
The other thing I notice babies don't like is for you to wipe their face. Yeah, stop squeaming. Nina says, I made a harness and leash to keep him next to me. I remember seeing people with leashes on their kids.
I mean, at that age, you really don't have a choice because they don't have the brain cognition to understand, don't leave mommy. You don't want this. I know you don't want this. You're sleepy, is what it is. Just give in.
Like, go to sleep, little one. Go to sleep. He sure got some long legs. Oh, he's so sweet.
We don't have a lot of babies in my family, so the last baby I really spent time with was my own. Your eyes are heavy. I see it. Just go ahead and close them up. Close your eyes so Cece can get back to sewing. What are you looking at?
Do, 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 do.
Well, let's see if I can watch the chat. Let's see what's going on in the chat. No, Nina, that is not mean.
What?
Because Sue said people said he was mean. She was mean, I guess, for the harness. And she said, he's 7 months old. What else can I do? And I agree. Because they can't understand, don't walk away.
I
So
never let
yeah.
mine walk around free. When I'd go to the store, they were either in a buggy or a stroller. Especially when you got 3 of them to handle.
Yeah, I only had one small one at a time. They're all 5 or 6 years apart, so I never had to deal with 2 small ones at the same time.
Yeah, when like I was telling you about with Thomas, I had Kristen. So him and Kristen are about 13 months apart. So I had 2 kids in diapers.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, sometimes I felt like overwhelmed.
I do not. I mean, when your kids are spread out, it's a lot because it's a lot in the sense that as soon as you're basically in diapers for, it just seems like you're always in that
Yeah.
K-5 stage. Like it's like somebody's I don't know. It just seemed like every time I got one off to school, I was starting all over with another one.
Yep, pretty much. I mean, because I had him so close. So I was trying to wean Thomas, and here I am breastfeeding with Kristen because I couldn't breastfeed with Thomas. Something, and it was because we finally figured out why I couldn't breastfeed him. He was breastfeeding fine until I tested positive for pregnancy. And like I said, I wasn't supposed to get pregnant because I'd had my tubes tied. And I had noticed that my breast milk didn't smell right. And I said, something wrong with my breast milk. And then he started rejecting me. And it took a while. It took a while to even find a milk I could give to him that didn't make him sick. And finally, we figured out what it was is I had hormones that were still in my system from him. And then here I am pregnant again with her. So all these hormones was everywhere and it was screwing with my milk. And that's why
Gotcha.
he and it hurt my feelings because he would every time I put him on, he would scream at the top of his lungs, and it took a while for the doctor and us to figure out what the problem was. And come to find out, it was because of that.
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense.
Yeah. So when I got ready to try, because I always weaned my kids at 1 year old and got them drinking, from sippy cups. And, when you're trying to wean a baby and you're feeding another one, it was crazy because he would want a bottle. I'm like, nope, no bottles for you, young man. And then it was, it took forever to potty train his behind. Girls are so much easier than boys when it comes to potty training.
Yes, they are. Lainey Grace, Nina said her son just wanted to sit in the bouncy and observe the world around him. Easy baby. Lainey Grace said, just got home from my doctor's appointment. I hope everyone's doing well and your evening is going well. Thank you, Lainey.
Does anyone know what the length of time that Donna runs her live? Because I know she starts in a bit, and we're going to knock off at 7:30 Eastern here, and so that'll be 30 minutes after she started. So I was wondering how long she runs her lives. Anyone got an answer for that? Come on.
Okay, the faces you make.
Why does it say she's already live?
Did she start early?
I don't know. Let me see what time. Oh, that's because it is that time to start. Okay. That's all right. 30 minutes from now, I'll send you guys to Donna's. Okay. Y'all don't leave me, but I will send you to Donna's when we end the live in 30 minutes. Okay. Andrea says they are having weather up there, so it might depend. All right. My second son just, okay, you already read all that. All right. Now I'm still trimming here. I'm not going to get this block done, I don't think, in time. And this will be the first time in a long time I've not finished a block. When I said I felt like I was in a fog, I wasn't kidding. I heard that.
I don't know if that was a grunt or a burp. I have no idea what that was.
One or the other. It sounded like a burp, maybe.
It did.
Like, good. That means we got the gas out of the dummy. No crying stomach ache. All right, we got these done. Now all I need is one square, and I need to decide what color I want to make that. And I think I'm going to go light like it's showing in the picture. So let's see what I can find that might work perfectly with that orange.
Can I put you back down?
Say maybe if I might let you. I could just use the turquoise. You know what? I am going to use the turquoise. What size is that supposed to be? All right, we'll put those up there. Two and a half inches.
You don't want to sit in there?
Hey,
You don't want to sit in there?
he might just want to snuggle with you because you're warm.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Plus, he can hear your heartbeat.
I think he really wants to sleep, but he's just too nosy. And so he's getting cranky because he's tired.
Maybe you could put a small little tiny downstairs with you
A little what?
if you had the space for it anyway.
You
If
said a
you had
little
a
what?
one of those mini crib things, I don't know what they're called.
Oh.
Uh-oh, now we hear him. We're gonna get a little bit of information from him today.
Mm-hmm. I think he pooed again.
That might be
Yep.
what it is. He's so cute. Proud grandma. For those that just came in the channel, I will be posting some information in case you would like to do something special for Chaunda's first time grandchild. It's her daughter is her daughter's first baby as well. So you know how it is when you're a first time mom. Sometimes you think you had everything and you realize you didn't get something. So you have a choice of either doing a gift card from Amazon or I'm going to give you a link for the registry and you can go and pick something off that list. But it's up to you if you want to donate to the cause. All right, let me find that link again. And then we're going to talk about the poll, and then I'm going to start sewing this block together. Here's the information for the baby. Denise says, hey, are you in crazy weather? She's live now, but she is not at home. She is at her retreat. I think I do not have the sound on. They're not on, so I'm not sure. Okay. Denise, she has not told us the answer. Nope, I haven't, but I'm about to. Okay. 37 votes. No one else. If you haven't voted on the poll, please do so now because I'm about to give the answer. I need to pull this paper off too. I'm giving you a couple seconds to vote in case you haven't voted. And then I'm going to go ahead and give the answer. Plus, I'm also waiting for Chaunda to come back because I think she would like to know the answer as well. Okay, she's back now. All right. What is the modern equivalent of the word smell fungus? Is it realist, a chronic complainer, an optimist, or a pessimist? And we've had 37 votes. 3% voted for realist, 59% voted for chronic complainer, 5% voted for optimist, and 32%, 32% voted for pessimist. And the answer is chronic complainer. And now I'll read
I got it right.
Yeah, I got it wrong. I chose pessimist.
It was
All
going
right.
to be, I figured 50-50 shot. It was one of those.
Yeah, it was one or the other. Yeah. A chronic complainer is a modern equivalent of the word smell fungus. A smell fungus was someone who was constantly complaining, and the same is true for a chronic complainer. A chronic complainer is someone who takes every opportunity to complain and express dissatisfaction with their current circumstances. They often have a negative outlook on life and find it hard to be positive or optimistic. They frequently point out flaws in any situation and are not satisfied unless they are able to find something to criticize. They are often seen as negative or pessimistic people and can be difficult to be around because of their constant complaining. I've been around people like that.
I have to.
I don't want to hang out with them when they're like that.
Nope. I actually stopped being friends with somebody because of that.
Yeah, because you can only tolerate it for so long, and you're like, I've had enough.
Yeah. Constant complaining and negativity and talking bad about other people. And I was like, I don't like that.
Yeah, me neither. We had a friend. He wasn't the complainer, but what he would do is if you told him a story about something, he would find every way to try to say that you're wrong in what you told him.
Yeah, I don't like that. Or the
Crazy
people
was
that
he.
always have to one up you, like you'll tell them
Yeah.
about something good and they'll have to like always one up you.
Yep.
Like they can't let you just shine for a second. They always gotta
Mm-hmm.
step in.
It was like he was Mr. Know-it-all and you knew nothing. Even though you knew what you told him was correct. So you're right about this one-upping thing. The other thing I didn't like doing with him is because he would come and visit. He was both my friend and my husband's friend. And I didn't want to watch movies with him because you know what he would do when we were watching movies?
Don't tell me
Criticize
he would tell it. Oh,
no, criticize what was wrong with the movie while you're watching it. And finally I said one day, I said, Jeff, you know, you might as well quit coming over here to watch movies with me if you're going to spend all your time telling me what's wrong with the movie. I watch movies for enjoyment, not for people
okay.
to pick it apart. He got the idea. He quit picking it apart.
Well, good. At least you got the hint.
Yeah. Some people, you know, don't listen. When I told him that, I said, you know, you can leave because I'm tired of you picking these movies apart. I watch them for fun and I don't care whether they're, what they're doing is legit or not. I don't care. It's just a movie, fiction
Right.
or not. Yeah. Fiction. Of course it's going to be fake. If you want a true movie, go watch some fiction, you know, nonfiction crap. Go away, don't bother me. So he quit doing that. And I was happy when he stopped doing it. Even
Yeah,
the
that's
kids,
gotta be
Mom, why
annoying.
does he always, I remember the kids would say, Mom, why does he always criticize movies? And I'm like, I don't know. Because even they found it annoying.
If you're annoying the kids, you're pretty annoying.
Yep. He always came off as I know everything and you know nothing.
Nobody likes to know it all.
Raven says his legs are long. They are
Yeah.
long. I bet someone's going to be tall. Nina says, people said, oh, that was about the leash. Never mind. All right. Let me see here. Leanna's sewing machine puts me back to sleep in the morning, says Raven. Raven says if you sew with him enough, he might find the sewing machine soothing and go to sleep on command.
We're gonna find out.
And then Raven says, no, we just got some rain here and the southern half of the state gets hammered again. Okay. All right, we're caught up. Hey, Crochet Queen, how are you? And hello. Teresa, Teresa's been hiding out.
Hi, Crochet Queen. Hi, Teresa.
Was it trout that you caught today, Teresa? They caught, I think she said 6. Katy, do you know when you are doing another Katy Says? Yes. Next Friday. But you know what? Yeah, next Friday's the Katy Says. Yep. But I think we're going to do 2 blocks that night because I'm going to go ahead and prepare for it and have it written out so you guys know what to do. So make sure you have scraps that are 1.5 inches and bigger. Because I have an idea already formulating in my head. I could do what I could do if you want to do another one. I can also do like spend the first half of the live tomorrow. Yeah, because that live will be a bit. You know what, Nina? We'll do 1 block tomorrow, and then I'll pick up with my Katie's Creative Chaos afterwards. Because that live should be long enough to do both. Make the Katy Says block, and then I could switch over to continue to work on my Katie's Creative Chaos. So plan on tomorrow, Nina, because my live starts at 7, and then we'll have the triple play. So it'll be me running my live until 7:45 Eastern time, and then I will jet y'all on over to Mona Did What, and then she will jet you from her channel over to William's channel.
Oh, y'all got another triple play?
That's another triple play. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I think my live will run long enough. If you decide you want to come sew with me, there'll be time.
Yeah, send me the link. I don't know what time my family's coming. I know that my daughter's hair appointment ends at 3. Um, so I know they might get here like at 4 or something like that, but I know they're not going to stay very long.
Yeah, just show up when you can, okay? The door will be open for you.
Sounds like a plan.
And then when you're ready, just come on. Because I try to make it so that people can come and go, because everybody has a life. So you're not like stuck the whole time or can't get here on time. You never worry about being here late. Just come when you can.
Yeah, I did some quilting earlier today, so I want to
Awesome.
go ahead and bind that piece. And then I have another piece I want to go ahead and quilt and bind.
That sounds like a good plan. Oh, and I want to show everybody, what time is it? How much? We're getting close to cutoff time. So I want to show you guys something real quick, and we'll talk about these tomorrow on the live. I've been talking about I need backing. So I went in my craft room to see what I had. And let me show you real quick, and then we'll talk some more about this tomorrow. I forgot I had this 108. There's 3 yards of that. And this is Wyndham Fabrics. I don't, It's called Impressionist Floral. So there's that choice for one of the bigger quilts. So there's 3 yards of that. So, and I know that's big enough for the biggest quilt. Oh goodness, it's not gonna go. Oh, the bag ripped look like. Okay, then we got I think this is also a 108. So I'm not sure how much is here. I will look at it tomorrow before.
Oh, that's a nice fabric.
Yeah. And
Are those
then
purple dots?
yeah, they're purple, teal, turquoise. I don't yeah, here, look underneath this. Can you see that? Under the other camera?
Yeah.
So I bet this
like that.
I'm just not sure how much of it yet. I've got to open it up and look. I have 3 yards of this. And how many of you can guess what this is going to be put on the back of? I already know where it's going. Think chaos. So I'm going to put this on Katie's Creative Chaos on the back of it. Do you see this, Chaunda?
Mm-hmm.
I have
Oh, that looks good.
Wow, I
That's
love
gonna be
this.
perfect.
It's so pretty, and it's
That's
color,
gonna be perfect.
so it's fitting for that quilt, you know.
Absolutely.
And then I also have this one. This is also 108, and Chaunda, this is a different style of that same dot.
So this one has, if this one brings in some more of the brighter colors.
Yeah, this is the more rainbow bright colors. So that's all, and that's all that I have is other than I do have some backing that's for some kits that I bought from Fat Quarter Shop, but I really don't want to mess with those. So I'm thinking I'll just use these as backing. And some people will, you know, I don't know. I just think that would work. Sonda, feel free to bring him with. Talking about tomorrow. Yes, please do. We'll get him.
He's over there asleep now.
Yep. Maybe he'll become a quilter in his future.
I'm definitely gonna try to get him into something. I'm sure once he becomes, you know, an older kid, he'll get made fun of it for it, and so he'll stop. But
well, unless he, you know, keeps that the fact that he is a quilter private, you know, and only does it when he's home, when not around friends or whatever. But you know, people need to learn to behave themselves. I swear.
I'm talking about the other kids.
That's
Kids are cruel.
Kids are mean, and I don't know why.
Kids have always been mean. Always.
I can remember being told they either made fun of my maiden name by turning it into something, changing the O to a U, or they would pick on me about my nose and my big feet. You have such a big nose and big feet. They were so mean. And I would not even talk because I couldn't deal with their meanness.
Kids have always been very mean.
Kids, when they say you're ugly and stuff, you get an inferiority complex because of all that abuse. Because that's basically abuse from kids.
You know me, Katie. I've always been a bit thick-skinned, so I never. I guess I just never internalized that stuff.
It's because of what was going on in my home life too.
Yeah, I didn't have that. I was always really supported at home, so
yep, mine didn't care.
And I was validated at home, so
sometimes I'll do
what the kids said didn't bother me.
My son and nephew were fun when they were little too. We could randomly do whatever I wanted, and they had fun. Once they went to the county airport and toured planes. Oh, that's fun.
That does sound like fun.
Are you ready to pack it in?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Um, y'all don't forget to go over to Chaunda's channel and visit her and watch her videos. And give her some watch hours, share the love, go subscribe. I'm fixing to share her channel in the uh chat, and then I'm also going to share the link. I just misspell your name. I sure said, why did I end? I added one too many ends. There we go. Also, I'm going to share the link if you want to donate or buy something for the newborn grandbaby. Please do. And there's a link for that. And Chaunda, do you want to show them one more time that block? I didn't know if you got the second
Absolutely.
one.
No, still working on the second block, but our first block is done.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. You picked great colors, and I love how it shows the fabric, what's on the fabric, the print. It's really cool. You got some movement going on there, and that's perfect.
It looks
Okay.
good.
All right. All right. So thank you for coming on my live tonight. I appreciate you as always. All right, everyone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this down, and it should take you to Donna's live, or it will direct you there. One of the two. You either have to click go there, or it may just automatically take you there. So be aware of that. And remember to live, laugh, love, and dream. And what do you do with all that? You make something beautiful or go do something special for someone else, because you never know, it might change their whole world. See you guys tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time to begin the triple play lives. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
All right. And let me say something in the chat real fast.